Guys, one of our New Year resolution will be making Afrobeat blog the biggest Afrobeat platform in Nigeria in 2023. That is something I'm actually focusing on and working on that, with you guys. I hope that, man, at the end of the day, we meet our expectations with your support. That is something I'm really driving at a point like this. Meanwhile, let's talk about some other things trending out on social media in the Afrobeat industry and in the rap sector in Nigeria. I think we got a lot to talk about when it comes to entertainment.
Yeah, I don't try plenty. I did rap, I did sing, I did come MC.
Before I dive into the big story, I want to share with you that a person of Tory Lanez is now going to jail, after being convicted of all 3 count charges, shooting at Megan Thee Stallion. That is something people are really taking with a pinch of salt right here.
Car, you, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his drive.
Consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Guys, to have one genuine friend is better to have millions of friends. That is something I'm sharing with you guys. In 2023, you have to be wiser than 2022 because a lot is going to happen in 2023 and a lot of people are going to be millionaires while some other persons are going to be broke in 2023. Just have it in your mind that you should be counted among the millionaires. Right now, I think a person of Tiwa Savage wants to pepper them on social media. She actually posted a picture which is cutting the reactions of a lot of celebrities on social media right now. I think the likes of Wizkid will say, man, this thing, people like say it in my eyes again. That is what some persons are really talking about. We understand the relationship between Wizkid and Tiwa Savage at the time, and it was heavily criticized because a person of Tiwa Savage is older than Wizkid at that time of their relationship. But right now, Tiwa Savage is exploring her beauty on social media, posted that on her Instagram page, and that is all interesting, like the picture you're seeing on the screen right now. Popular Nigerian singer Tiwa Savage has used her new Instagram post to show off her beauty to her fans. She is someone who loves to showcase her beauty on social media, and she did the same again with a nice looking hairdo. The majority of her fans who came across the post, including her celebrity colleagues, could not help but react as they expressed their opinion in different ways on her page. That is an interesting one, and people are really focusing on a lot of guys in the music industry and in the entertainment industry that they should come all out for a person of Tiwa Savage because she is aging backward. That is what many people are really talking about.
Keep your back, don't come touching me.
Talking about the story and the case of Tory Lanez, I think a lot of people are really aware right now, and this guy has been actually sentenced and was found guilty on 3 count charges, and that is another bad omen right now. And one thing I have to blame out here is toxic relationship. You have to leave every toxic relationship right now because this encrypts into your cycle and make you a madman or a mad woman. That is one thing you need to understand by toxic relationship. Yes, we have some good and bad friends out there, but you have to make choices on those you call your friend at a point in time. That is something I believe by this whole story that is trending out on social media. I think right now people are talking about Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion's case. Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all charges. That is the story out here. A particular story of Tory Lanez, which indicted him on shooting at a person of Megan Thee Stallion, has been, talked about in court. He was found guilty on that and been sentenced. He has been enrolled or booked for jail term. I think that is a sad one for his fans right here. Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all counts. The Canadian rapper was charged with assault with a firearm negligence discharge of a firearm and possessing a concealed and unregistered firearm in a vehicle. That is what the story is all about. And a person of Megan Thee Stallion actually had an interview section with Gayle King, and that was all spelled out, and people are responding to the big story out here. And I think I have to let you all see the story so that you get to understand, because I got to actually speak about this, that you have to leave every toxic relationship you are in right here.
You guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver / security. Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument, and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two back seat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over. Like, I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. It was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just back in. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse.
Arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, 'cause I see it's getting crazy. So I get out the car, and it's like everything happened so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting, and I'm just like, oh my. Like, he shot a couple of times. And I was so
is he
scared.
in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He's standing up over the window, shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, cause oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if it's something that's like super important. I don't know if me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before. And I looked down at my feet because it wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm if he hit me, like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So at my feet, I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm really. So I like drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's apologizing. He's like, please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already leased, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about it. The George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very first ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a car, I'm bleeding, I've been shot, they about to kill somebody, like something bad is about to happen.
What can you make out of this story? I think one thing you need to understand is that, yes, we got toxic relationship. This could be influenced by the background of how people grew up and the rest. That is something I kind of understand. When you notice that a friend or your girlfriend is, teaching you or pushing you towards, being toxic, I have to say, man, you call it a quit at a point in time, because we got many toxic people around and they don't really know they are toxic to an extent. That is what you need to understand about the big story, because the end is always a sad thing to actually, want to talk about or want to experience. That is what I kind of understand. And this 2023, I think a lot of people need to actually learn, because I'm taking friend audit, I'm deleting and blocking a lot of friends right here. That is something I'm doing because I don't want anybody to creep into my psychology, into my spiritual life, with toxicness and other things. And especially, those people around you, they have a big influence on you. And you need to also understand that, to an extent, you have to start selecting friends who are not actually responsive to those, worldly material things, but that are responsive to those inner beauty they see in you. That is something you need to understand, because what is not seen or what is hidden in you always produce results around you. Imagine somebody, a friend, who cannot really help his brothers out there, and you are keeping such a friend. Man, when you become broke or when you fall into trouble, this guy is going to kind of dump you, because he can't really stand in for their family members and the rest, and you expect such a person to stand in for you. That is something you need to understand. And also, gullible friends, those people, they tell them something about you, and these guys, they believe these words without missing out from it, and then act on it, and then want to poison your Hennessy. That is something you need to understand. You have to cut yourself away from those people. And also, those people that love flaunting wealth, when you are rich, you become their friends, and when you are broke, you are not their friends. Man, you got to run away from them in 2023, because you have to live a saner life in 2023. That is what I'm really preaching right now. I'm going to be talking about these things because I need a society where a lot of people psychology is actually healthy. That is something I need right now. Remember that I did a psychology course in 2 years of my university days, so I know some little part of psychology. So I am beginning to advocate for a saner society. That is what it is right now. I think Tory Lanez was actually not observing himself, and also Mega the Stallion also needed to understand that, man, this my guy, man, he be like say he had not the work well, so all those kind of things, and that could have helped to actually resolve the situation beforehand. That is something a lot of people need to actually understand by this big story that is trending out on social media. Guys, what can we make out of this story we've heard and out of my preaching so far? I need that in the comment section. Right here, I think a person of Wizkid has come back to Nigeria to support a lot of upcoming artists. Wizkid brought out Ruga and Buju at his Lagos concert, and that was all interesting, and people responded to that. People are trying to seal up a relationship better for Ruga and Buju at a point like this, because these guys are always at loggerheads with each other, being which one is more superior. My music is better. You are using streaming platforms and stream farms to actually influence yourself and put yourself on chart at a point like this. That is what a lot of people are really talking about. But Wizkid actually weighed in and said, man, let me introduce this guy. And I think the likes of Wizkid, Burna Boy, they could become the Egbons and Davido in the music industry, try to heal the music industry to an extent. That is something I'm begging these guys to do it right now. Guys, how do you feel my story so far? Before I jump right off, I want to say thank you guys for watching my videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos.